Grab your favorite beverage. Put your feet up in a relaxed position. Sit back and enjoy your ride.
The Centerline with Dave is a DACA production, copyrighted 2025. All rights reserved.
Hey, all you guys and guyettes, you are about to be grinned by Dave. Silly, nutty, and a little sophomoric but funny. If you are looking for politics, you won't find much here. A little maybe, but not much. It's adult-oriented humor in good taste. Comedy and commentary. So strap yourself in and enjoy the ride with Dave.
This is the Centerline with Dave. Comedy, stories, and tall tales, just the way you like it.
Hello, hello. Hope you are having a great Wednesday. Welcome to the Centerline. If I sound a little strange, it's because I converted my actual voice to AI just for grins. What do you think? Got some good stuff on today's show. So sit back and listen in. We'll get this train a-running right after this word from Roughneck number 9.
Hey dudes, do you have a problem smelling like a sissy? Or maybe you're a sissy. No matter how much you work in the yard or exercise and how sweaty you get, you always smell like a sissy. Well, you can kiss the problem goodbye. Introducing Roughneck Odor Number 9. Developed from the dried sweat DNA from famous tough guys and their sweatbands and workout towels, Roughneck Odor Number 9 will take you from sissy to he-man in seconds. Roughneck Odor Number 9 comes in cream and spray. Just listen to Juanita from Biloxi.
This is Juanita in Biloxi. I ordered some of this Roughneck number 9 for my dad. He is a great guy, but a little sissified. He rubbed on a little Roughneck Odor Number 9, and when he sweats, he smells like one really tough guy. My mom gets so turned on. She chases him all over the house.
Guys, you can't get better than that. Roughneck Odor Number 9 comes as a cream or spray. Just rub it in or spray it on and go from this.
When you're dreaming and you know you're dreaming.
To this.
You can call me a dirty son of a bitch, but if you ever call me daddy...
Order today. Just go to roughsissynumber9.com or call 9,999 Roughneck, another fine product from Peckerwood Research.
Buckwheat? No. Never again. No way. God, I sound terrible. I can't believe I let you talk me into doing that. Oh, jeez. Get rid of that. Get rid of that now. What have you got to say for yourself?
Hey, you gave it a shot. You sounded kinda macho to me.
Macho my ass. I sound like I got a nose full of coke and a belly full of lewds. Jeez. Burn that sucker. Get that out of here. Burn it right now. Sorry about that, guys. Anyway, jeez. Let's get on with this thing. Oh, me. Buckwheat? No. Never again. Okay.
Okay, that's enough. Stop, please.
Folks, you know, we don't do a live show. We don't have a call-in like a radio talk show or anything. But the stories that we talk about, the things that we discuss, and I put out here on the Centerline, you can always, if you want to comment, if you want to interact with anything, give us your 2 cents, give us your stories, what have you. Just message us. Just go to our website, thecenterline48.com, and you scroll down and you'll see a place where you can leave a message and just do that. And, we'll take it and we'll put it on the air if you're responding to one of my stories or anything here on the program. And I can build the show around it. It's no big deal. So if if you got something you really would like to share with us, do it. And we'll pick it up, put it all together, and we'll get it on the show. And if you leave us an email address or a way to get in touch with you, we'll send you a message, a note, and let you know when it's going to be on, what day. But so anyway, y'all do that, and we'd appreciate it. And I'd like to ask you something here. What was the first time, or when was the first time that you really realized that you liked music? What was the first record you ever bought? Now if you're a youngin', it's, I guess, what was the first tune you downloaded? But anyway, what was it? Do you remember? I'm sure it probably was a great one. I remember my first one. It was in about 1962, I'm thinking. Freddie Cannon's Palisades Park. I'm sure all of you older folks, y'all remember that one. It was a great little tune, just a good old bebop, rock and roll tune back in the early 60s. This is about a year or so before the British invasion and the Beatles came to town. But anyway, yeah. My first one was Freddie Cannon's. Never forget it. Loved that song. Had to have that 45. I believe that was probably the first record I ever bought. Yeah, I'm almost sure it was. But what was yours? I'm sure you had one. Charlie Ann, she is a big Beatles and Monkees fan. I mean, man, she can tell you just about everything you want to know about the Beatles, even down to Paul McCartney's underwear size. Although I don't think she's ever experienced his underwear, although I'm sure, if the truth be known, she'd love to have the chance. But anyway, that's a story for another day. And of course, the Monkees. Oh, she loves the Monkees. Mickey Dolenz, Michael Naismith, all of them. She's just in love with them. And that one song of theirs, When Love Comes Knocking on Your Door. Yeah, she reminisces about sitting up in her room playing that over and over and over and over and over, singing that song. But as big a fan as she is of the Beatles, her most favorite song of all, and this kind of comes out of the blue, is Oh Girl by the Chi-Lites. She tells me she doesn't understand why, but that has just always been her favorite song. And whenever I play that song, I've got it in our library here, she gets a little choked up. She doesn't know why. It's just she loves that song. So what songs do you love? What was that first song that you fell in love with? I'm sure you got one, So whatever it is, if it's old redneck country bluegrass, I mean, not that bluegrass is redneck, but you know what I mean. Or it's hard rock, heavy metal stuff, early Zeppelin, or who knows, Buffalo Springfield, Free, Traffic, going way back in early rock and roll, or some of the real early rock and roll from back in the 50s and 60s. Of course, there's Buddy Holly and that crowd. But anyway, what was it? I'm sure you had a great one. Yeah, buddy. Freddie Cannon and Palisades Park. That was my fave. I still love to hear that song. Brings back memories. That's what songs are good for, bringing back memories. Anyway, speaking of memories, we're getting ready to go have a memory right now. And we'll be right back with more in just a minute. Hi, gang. Here at the Centerline, all of our commercials are little spoofs and comedy spots. They're fictitious, and we have a lot of fun with them. But I do have one commercial spot that is for real, and that is my little side hustle, Dave's Walking Through the Memories. If you've got pictures, videos, photos, slides, whatever, that you'd like to have put together into a presentation that would be really nice for viewing by the family, friends, whatever, then you need to get in touch with us here at Dave's Walking Through the Memories. But instead of me trying to explain it all to you, I'm going to turn it over to Fred and Winona and let them tell you all about it.
Bring your pictures and videos to life with Dave's Walking Through the Memory.
Make your videos and photos come alive with Walking Through the Memories. We can blend your pictures and videos into a custom-made family entertainment experience. We have a wide variety of music and special effects to enhance your presentation.
For all the details, email the centerline48@gmail.com or text 24705-886-424 and start walking through your memories.
Now, direct from the Streakoline Casino in Dexter, Georgia, it's Dave's friend, Ted.
Charlie Ann, you got Ted on the line there? Yeah, okay. Ted, how in the world you doing today?
Hello, Dave. How you doing?
What you got going on down there this weekend, Ted?
Oh, yeah, we're having a great time down here at the Streakoline Casino and Golf Resort, Highway 22, Dexter. Oh, man, it's going to be a good weekend down here. We got Tiny and the Double Wides. They're going to be performing in the ballroom. And then we've got Candy and her Canes. They're also going to be down here in the Slop Jar ballroom performing. And we're just going to have a big old time this weekend. So you need to come down here and see us if you can.
Well, we'd love to get down there, Ted, but I think we're going to be kind of balled up this weekend. But we'll get down there one of these days before long. But your brother-in-law, Gilbert Dean, he was telling me something about a big brouhaha ruckus you had down there at the Streakoline this weekend.
Yeah, my mama-in-law, she had her high school reunion down here and over the weekend, and they was having a big time. They had a band there and all that. Well, it came time to give out awards, and she won an award for something. I wasn't really paying attention, and they called her up on the stage, and she went up there, and you know, my mama-in-law, Bernice, she loves to wear them tight spandex pants. You know, she thinks it's really cool to show them dimples in her butt. But anyway, she gets up there, and she's a big woman, as you know, Dave. And
yeah, she hadn't missed many meals, that's for sure.
Yeah. She's a size or two bigger than most of us, but size or two, hell, she's 4 or 5 sizes bigger than most of us. In fact, I think she's bigger than any size. I think they done run out of sizes when they get to Bernice. But
Ted, you better be careful. She gonna come after you.
Yeah, I know. She tries to whoop up on me every chance she gets. And she tried to do that night too. Because you see what happened. She got up there and they gave her award and she dropped it. And she turned around with her back to the audience there and bent over to pick it up. And when she did, them spandex pants, they ripped from one end to the other.
Woo-wee!
Yeah, it was a woo-wee, all right. Anyway, so I just motioned to the band real quick. I said, strike up. There's a moon out tonight. And they started playing There's a Moon Out Tonight. You would have brought the house down there. I tell you what, she chased me around that casino. About halfway around. That's about as far as she could get us, halfway before she fell out of breath. But anyway, that was a hoot, Dave. Yeah.
Well, it sounds like it was one heck of a weekend there, Ted. How's your lovely wife doing? She staying busy?
Yeah. Dolene, she's doing fine too. You know, she's got her a new tattoo.
Another tattoo? My gosh, she's got tattoos all over her body, don't she?
Yeah, it's I try to get her one for her birthday and Christmas every year, and sometimes on Thanksgiving. But anyway, it's hinges on her elbows.
She's got hinges on her elbows. My Lord have mercy, hinges on her elbows. I ain't never. Gosh.
Yeah, and it goes pretty good with that. She's got that tattoo across her upper part of her chest there called I'm mean, I'm bad, and I'm nationwide.
Yeah, I saw that on her down at the pool last summer when y'all were up here. Yeah, oh, brother.
Yeah, well, I don't know. She got that from a song or from somewhere. I forget now. But, yeah, old Dolene, she's doing good. She's still doing them diesel engine repairs on them Peterbilts. So, yeah, she stays busy doing that. And I stay busy here with the slot machines and everything. And we want to have you come down. We've got a new guest room in our hotel here at the Streakoline. We call it the Festus Hagen room.
You mean like Festus Hagen from Gunsmoke?
Yeah. It has straw on the floor and everything. So you need to come down here and visit with us.
Well, I'll tell you what, we might come down there around Memorial Day if that'd work for you, Ted.
All right, well, you do that. In fact, we got our own airplane that we fly high rollers in on. It's the old DC-3, and we named it the Soaring Sow.
An old DC-3? Y'all are flying an old DC-3, and it's named the Soaring Sow. Oh, well, I guess that does fit into Streakoline.
Yeah, we'll just fly up there and pick you up and just haul you down here. You can bring Charlie in and bring Buckwheat with you, and we'll have a big time.
Ted, I'm going to have to get out of here. Get this show back on the road, but I'm glad everything's going well for you down there at the Streakoline. And tell Dolene and Gilbert Dean and Bernice and the rest of the crowd down there that Dave says hey, and we'll talk at you again real soon. And yeah, we'll look forward to getting down there maybe around Memorial Day.
All right, well, you do that.
But now, before we go, you need to tell everybody how they're going to find you down there in Dexter. It's not a big metropolis, so most people probably hadn't heard from Dexter. Just how do you get down there, Ted?
Well, what you do is to find your way down here is you get you one of them Rand McNulty road atlases there, and you open it up to the state of Georgia, and then you look on there and you find Highway 22, and you follow it all the way to the end.
So you go all the way till it dead ends, is that right?
Yeah. You'll cross over Soggy Bottom Creek, and we're about a mile south of that. It dead ends right into our parking lot at the Streaker Lane.
Well, that's neat. Yeah, you can't go wrong. Can't miss it.
Yep. That's it.
Ted, you take care. We'll talk to you soon.
Y'all come see us.
That was Ted from Dexter, my old buddy at the Streaker Lane Casino and Golf Resort. Y'all have to go out there and spend the weekend sometime. It's a lot of fun. He and Dolene are a real hoot. We'll be back right after this.
Remember, there are two places you can get your leg pulled. Your chiropractor's office and right here on the Center Line with Dave.
Guys, you know what it's like when you buy a new pair of pants or jeans, you put your hand in your pocket, and it just doesn't feel right. Well, the reason is you don't have any pocket lint down in that pocket. From Peckerwood Research comes Add Some Lint. Nowadays, with so many synthetic fabrics, a pocket or belly button full of lint is fast becoming a thing of the past. Whether it's a new pants pocket or a clean belly button, fresh out of the shower, Add Some Lint restores that comfy feeling fast. Just a pinch of Add Some Lint, strategically placed in pocket or belly button, it'll have you relaxed. And whistling Dixie as you go through your day, picked exclusively from the cotton fields of Wumbelow, Mississippi. Just south of Tupelo, you won't want to go a day without Add Some Lint. Available in 6 or 12-ounce bags at your local convenience store or car wash, only $49.99 for a 6-month supply. Get yours today or go to fuzzynavel.toot.
I had a guy send me an email the other day, and he says, Dave, you know, I was listening to your program the other day, and you said anyway 36 times in 43 minutes. Oh, man, I don't know. It was Ben from Chattanooga. Yeah, he sent me that email. And Ben, I appreciate you enjoying the show. I really do. And I'm glad you're listening. And you're taking such a deep interest in the show that you're willing to sit there and count how many times I say anyway. But I appreciate it. Thanks for the email. Oh, man, that's a good morning chuckle. But you know, he's got a point. We all probably use the same word in our normal conversations, our vocabulary every day, and we are very repetitive in things that we say, but we just don't realize it until somebody brings it to our attention. Like Ben saying that I'm always saying, well, anyway, so much for that. But anyway, I got to thinking about it, and I think back to when I was in the Navy. I had a chief petty officer. He was the supervisor of our engine shop in my squadron, and you know how you say, see, I just said it, you know how it's just part of our lexicon, I guess you might say, or whatever. But anyway, see, I can't talk now. I'm super conscious of it. But anyway, and he used to say every time you'd be talking to him and you'd say something and you'd say, he'd just look at you and say, no, I don't know. And he'd kind of take you aback and you'd look and say, what? Well, you just said, and no, I don't know. Tell me, I don't know what So, and every time you'd say, he'd say, no, I don't know. So anyway, see, there you go. Anyway, so there's just different words and things that just become part of our conversation that we just can't talk. I got to think about it. I don't know how I could talk if I couldn't say anyway. So I'd be just like a bunch of rambling sentences that doesn't make any sense. Anyway, oh man, I got to stop this. This is starting to drive me crazy. But we had a good family friend. He's passed on now. But whenever he would make a comment, especially if he was just making a statement, at the end of it, he'd always go, like that. It was that way. And it got to where my mom and daddy, they used to tease him about it. And he was good-natured about it. And it was just one of those things that I remember him saying one time that he doesn't know how he came up with saying, like, oh boy, that was good what I just said, when he finishes a statement. And he said he just always grew up saying that. He doesn't know how he got it, and nobody else in his family does it. He just does it. So we all have our little quirky ways when we talk, things that we say, things that we repeat that we don't realize we're saying until somebody brings it to our attention. So anyway, that's enough for that, I guess. Just something that just kind of popped up in my mind. I thought I'd share with y'all. So just start thinking and be conscious about what you're saying. See how many times you say a word repetitively in your normal everyday conversation. I bet it's a bunch. But anyway, we'll be back in a minute.
From Peckerwood Research, the makers of Roughneck No. 9, comes Insta-Tuffy. Just chew one Insta-Tuffy gummy and go from this.
You're being a guinea pig, doing nothing.
To this in seconds.
So you and your friends can leave now, or they can carry your fat ass out in a bucket.
You step into the fray, you get right up into Billy Badass's face. You still get your ass kicked, but you feel 10 foot tall and bulletproof. Even while Billy Badass is wiping the floor with your puny butt. So don't just walk away like a sissy, stand up like a man, and get an ass whooping the gals are gonna love you. Just don't get the big head, cause you are still a wizzy. Insta-Tuffy, a 30-day supply, is only $49.99. Go to toughstufferini.zit and order today another fine product from Peckerwood.
Well, my friends, it's time for me to put it in the wind once again here on the Center Line. We're glad that you came by today and sat in and listened with us and thought and pondered all the earth-shaking information that we passed on. But no, I seriously hope you had a good time with us and hope you'll join us again coming this Saturday on the Center Line. We're going to have a lot more good stuff to talk about, and you never know who might pop up that we talk to on the phone. So y'all have a great week, what's left of it, and a great day, what's left of it. And we will see you next Saturday on the Center Line. I'm Dave. Charlie Ann, take it away.
Bye, y'all. Have a great day.
You have been listening to the Center Line with Dave. We are glad you joined Dave today. You can catch the Center Line every Wednesday and Saturday. If you would like to contact Dave, just go to thecenterline48.com and leave us your comments. You can also reach Dave by text to 470-588-6424 and thecenterline48@gmail.com. Thanks for listening. I'm Buckwheat Fergwangler, Dave's AI buddy. Have a groovy, cool, rad, peace, love, duff, hairy, charismas kind of day.
Remember, there are two places you can get your leg pulled. Your chiropractor's office and right here on the Center Line with Dave. The Center Line with Dave is a DACA production, copyrighted in the U.S. 2025 for all creative content in the program blog.